Do divine feminine predictions for love. And we're going to probably just do a little pick a pile. So let's get that sorted out. Pile number 1. All right. Spirit guide and direct me. Show me which cards. Pile number 2. Predictions for marriage. Pile number 3. All right. Just 2 more bonus cards for each pile. Good morning, Nicolette and Dojacel. Hey, Sunval. Linglicious. Good morning. I'm doing okay, guys. I'm setting up for Mariah's party today. Her birthday was yesterday. So as soon as I'm done with this video, I'm going to start blowing balloons and getting it all set up. All right, Divine Feminine Marriage Predictions. Pile number 1. Spirit, show me pile number 1. Pile number 2. Marriage Predictions. Pile number 3. Marriage Predictions. Okay. Oh, thank you, Jesus. Thank you so much. What is the marriage predictions? Keep in mind, you can be a man and still be a divine feminine energy. That's fine. It is an energy that you will embody. Marriage predictions, pile number 1. Marriage predictions, pile number 2. And marriage predictions, pile number 3. Thank you so much for that. Thank you so much, Sunval. I appreciate that from Mariah. Thank you. All right, so let's get in. I hope you guys have some good predictions for marriage. By the way, bottoms of the deck, good omens, reunion and soulmate. And I think that's just kind of overall for many of you. Okay. And then down here we have Queen of Cups in the reverse. So a lost lover. A long lost love. I hope we got some good predictions. Take a moment to just kind of resonate on what pile you feel called to. All right. What pile do you feel called? What pile? All right. Okay. If you're called to 2 piles, that's okay. Maybe there's 2 people. But try to pick a pile. Just one. All right, let's go ahead and begin. We're going to start here with on the left, well, my left, pile number 1. Predictions for love for the divine feminine. 4 of Pentacles. We have an absolute certainty. Some fear behind it, but certainty. Followed by, the 10 of Swords in the reverse. And the Queen of Swords. So we have some problems here with an air sign. Marriage is certain, but here's the deal. Unfortunately for pile number 1, the person you may marry is already divorced and probably kind of, let's just say, insensitive. an insensitive person. This person will want to marry you and will ask you, but the sensitivity, I think you're going to feel is lacking in that relationship. Someone here also in pile number 1 thinks that maybe marriage is going to solve pretty much all the problems. This is with a karmic, most likely, a karmic soul contract. The lessons I learned from us will never be forgotten. So it's a must. There's a karma someone has to go through, pile number 1, marrying what feels like a Virgo or a Libra person. And it's just part of their deal, part of their reincarnation. We have bursting with desire, flames of passion ignite. That's a good thing. So the good thing about this connection is you guys are really passionate with one another sexually. Great chemistry as far as that goes. The way this person speaks to you, I'm not saying they're cruel. It's just kind of like a matter of fact. Kind of like dealing with somebody that's a scientist or someone that's like an engineer, you know, someone that's very factual. You know, if you were to bring up feelings or intuitive thoughts or spiritual things, they might be like, well, where's the facts? Where's the evidence for something like that, you know? And that's going to make the relationship a little bit prickly. But that's okay. You know, there's a lot of relationships like that. The most important fact here is that they are certain as far as who they want to be with. They know they want to be with you. They're definitely certain they want to have a marriage. They're committed. I do believe they're loyal. You know, feelings can be worked on. There's room for improvement. This kind of married life may not be a life of the rich and famous. It's very, we have enough, you know, 4 pentacles. This person was divorced. So that's definitely a thing. Maybe you've been divorced also, but this is like a second relationship, if not maybe even a third, but it's not the first. And so, you know, this person's learned a lot, and maybe love doesn't feel as loving as you would like, but there is passion. And I think this person's honest and worth it. A little bit of a struggle to get past their cold abrasiveness, but worth it in the end. You know, someone here in this connection may be playing the martyr. The 10 of Swords could be holding a grudge or just holding on to something that needs to be released. It's also really hard to say goodbye to your old life with the 10 of Swords. And there's a feeling of disappointment. Also, the only way forward in this marriage or relationship is to cut ties, Queen of Swords, 10 of Swords, with an ex. And those ties must be snipped and cut. It's time to heal and deal with what's going on emotionally, mentally, and spiritually, obviously. There's always a reason that someone had to learn this lesson. I do feel for pile number 1, someone's going to marry the person they didn't think they were going to marry. And that's the sadness. It's like, I thought I would grow old with somebody else, but I ended up with this person. You know, and my thought to that is, hey, at least you're not alone. But I don't know how they feel about that. It's hard for someone to let go of a karmic, but they're going to move on to what is destined for them. And in pile number 1, it's about making a wise choice, Queen of Swords, with someone that's fully into you and someone that is loyal and committed and respects you. So I do beseech you, pile number 1 people, let go of what needs to be let go of. 4 of Pentacles is usually hanging on, and it's a struggle to let go of something. It's very clingy, which is why I picked the crab hanging on to the pentacle, because he's got a crab's grip on it and he doesn't want to let go. It's stingy even. And so, yeah, for pile number 1, I do feel like it's going to be hard for someone to let go of the past and this ex. I just really ask you to open your mind and realize it's just a part of life. It's a part of your soul contract to move on from that karmic and have this new person. Again, they're not all cracked up to be what you wanted them to be, but there's passion. There's attraction. There's a mutual connection. They're very much into you. And they just got out of a hard time too. Both of you are getting out of relationships that didn't serve you. And it's time. So I hope you guys are able to open your heart and let go of that soul contract and just take those lessons that you did learn from love and embrace it with all your heart. A big thank you to the universe and the karmic, and run into this new relationship here that's full of desire. And I hope you grab that and appreciate that you are not alone, that you have someone here for you. So I'm going to leave it there for pile number 1. And I'm going to give you a love oracle message for any advice about this marriage. Holy Spirit, can you guide and direct pile number 1 for the advice for their marriage? Thank you guys so much for the donations there for Mariah's birthday. She was almost in tears. Just so happy that you guys could care about people like us for no reason. She thought that was wonderful, and she was just blown away at the kind of kindness you guys have. So thank you so much. That definitely left an impression on one little 18-year-old. Advice for pile number 1 for this marriage. Okay, it's this one. Ooh, look at that. Burning desire and sexual union. Honor the place in one another where you are one eternal soul, for there you will find true bliss. I think this person's going to bless you with some sexual healing. Yeah. This marriage that you're going to be getting into, I know it's hard to let go of the karmic ex, but this person is going to really start to fulfill your heart with desire. So get ready for some sexual passion, sexual union with someone that's going to heal all those broken places inside of your heart and other places. Thank you, Nicolette. Aw. All right, so that's the advice for pile number 1. So let's go ahead and get into pile number 2. All right, who here picked pile number 2? Let's get ready. We have 3 of Swords, broken heart. Ooh, 3 of Cups, celebration. Queen of Wands. So far, so good. All right, so far in tarot world, we obviously have a reunion with someone that already broke your heart before. Now, celebration, the Three of Cups. This is going to be, it's definitely seen as weddings, engagements, birth announcements, parties, gatherings. So I definitely see this big, let's celebrate that we're actually getting what we want here. We come together with someone and we get to heal, because 3 is the Empress. We get to heal and grow a relationship that was very, very broken. And this relationship was full of pain, brokenness, heartache, suffering. It was a really difficult situation. But you get to celebrate that you come out of that situation. And with the Queen of Wands, she gets what she wants. So it's like in the end, she's the victor. Everything good always happens to her. It doesn't come easy. She fights for it. She works for it. She cultivates it. But she goes after her dreams. She goes after her desires. And whether that's the same person that you get to heal with, or you just get over this person and you become this fiery queen that is attractive, powerful, and everybody wants, I don't see a dark side to that. I don't see a dark side here at all, whether you're with this person or healed from this person. There's no darkness here. It's all good. So if you picked pile number 2, this is the marriage prediction. Queens are always married. The Queen of Swords is married, but she's been divorced. So this queen may not have maybe ever been married, but she's going to get married. She's going to marry somebody with a lot of passion. Definitely some Leo and Cancerian energy for pile number 2. Even some Gemini. At least some third house vibes. I almost feel like someone's going to come back, like a reunion. But let's see. We have an understanding. I see your side of the story. All right. Followed by love language, quality time, which language is third house. Be the witness to each other's lives. Wow, all very communicative. I honestly feel like this person finally understands what you meant all this time. They've finally had some time to reflect on their actions, on their words, and they understand. They see where you were right, probably all along. And this is where you're like proud of yourself, Queen of Wands, because you're like, I knew I was right. I knew I was right. And now this person comes back into your life and you guys spend a lot of time together. Your love language may be quality time. And more than anything in any relationship, what you value is their time. You want to know that this person desires you enough, Queen of Wands, to make you their focus, to make you very important, a priority. And I see that that's what's happening for pile number 2. Someone who's given you a very difficult time is finally now making you a priority. You've tried so hard to convince them over the years. They were very hard to convince. They were stubborn. They wanted to do their own thing, dance to the beat of their own drum. But it took them a while to finally be positive and outspoken, to tell you how they really feel. So I do feel this Three of Cups is a reunion. So Queen of Wands, you're going to end up receiving that recognition and the luck you've been asking for. I can't think of a better person to be than the Queen of Wands. She's seductive, she's attractive, she's powerful, she's intimidating. She's got a positive outlook. She knows exactly what she wants. You know, with the black cat at her feet, in my deck, it's a big black panther. Speaks about her intuition, her witch-like powers. She's a very magnetic individual. She's independent but very loving. You definitely want her on your team. And although she doesn't care what people think of her, this queen is very nurturing and will put you at ease. Even though she's the life of the party, she always takes time to make other people feel important. So when the Queen of Wands enters the reading, believe me, all eyes are on her. She's like, put me in the front. I'm not trying to be down here. All right. So all eyes are on her, pile number 2. Whenever she shows up in a reading, it's also about being encouraged to be confident in who you are and not to be afraid of your authenticity. Your passion can take you to new heights. This queen is a leader, and she's definitely noticed by others. She's adventurous with everything. There's usually always a lot of gossip surrounding her. She's like the belle of the ball. So I wouldn't be surprised if pile number 2, you tend to be the topic for a lot of other people's conversations. Did you hear Queen of Wands did this and that? Did you hear who is back with Queen of Wands? You know, did you hear Queen of Wands' story and how she came to be with so-and-so? You know what I mean? You're always like that heated topic. And she's like, I don't care. Because many of you will never know the real me. So she stands her ground, and she has to be strong, regardless of what other people are going to be saying about her. And I think that's what's so endearing. So I definitely feel like if you're watching this and you definitely picked pile number 2, there is someone that you've been very hurt about and very hurt over, who you thought couldn't care less, but they're actually going to be spending a lot of time with you. And this is the love partner that I think you're going to marry. I do think this person is going to have a transformation. I do believe this person is going to heal this connection. And they're going to reach out to you with some kind of 3 of Cups apology for everything they put you through. And I think they're going to want to make it up to you. I really do. I think they're like, I'm sorry for wasted time. I'm sorry for all the pain. From now on, let me make up to you everything you've missed out on with relationships. And I'm definitely hearing that song, Save the Best for Last. And they may not be your first, but they definitely will be your last. The 3 of Cups represents a big celebration, which is why I have celebration written on the bottom. But it's triumph, and it's a card of friendship. That's why there's a sisterhood. It's a friendship. And there's a beautiful, friendly connection between you and this person. You guys are like best friends that became lovers. And with best friends, with understanding comes forgiveness. So when the Three of Cups shows up in your reading, it's usually to remind you to have some fun with this person. Life's not too serious. Don't make it so serious. This relationship is worth having. Embrace it. Celebrate this connection. Even if you don't feel like there's a whole lot to celebrate, you'll be surprised how happy they make you. Three of Cups is also known as the happy card. I know 10 of Cups is the ultimate happiness, but Three of Cups is also happiness. And this is about growing. 33 may be a strong number for you, but it's like we're growing into happiness. We're moving into forgiveness. We're moving into forgiveness. We're moving into healing. And the only way to make this relationship and marriage better is quality time. And I really think the ultimate outcome here for pile number 2 is making up for lost time. So congratulations on reuniting with someone that you love very much, that you had a lot of trials and tribulation with. I really believe for pile number 2, the best is yet to come. There's going to be a lot of parks, trees, green grass, picnics, outdoor outings with this individual. A lot of outdoor outings. Maybe you may even purchase or buy a home with a large outdoor area. But I do feel like you guys have a bright future and a very comfortable home life. And you are going to make up for lost time. That's honestly what I'm hearing. Let's go ahead and get the advice for this relationship and your outcome. Spirit, can you please give me advice for pile number 2? Advice, what is the love oracle you want to give? Pile number 2. Okay. You guys got the romance card. Cupid's arrow strikes. Ooh. Falling in love all over again. Oh, you got all kinds of bonuses here. It was stuck to it, so okay. This is the romance card. And this other one was stuck, which is, oops. When it comes to matters of the heart, there is no right or wrong. Every choice you make expands your understanding of life and love. Guys, that's an omen. You got understanding twice. Understanding. So, and that's a bonus. You guys got all kinds of bonuses. Look at that. Lucky. So I think this relationship is also full of surprises. This may very much surprise you that this person that you had troubled waters with comes back in a marriage and you're going to celebrate. And I think when you guys look back at your history, all the pain and the suffering, the separation, the brokenness, you come to a great realization, a spiritual awakening, if you will, that you see why all your broken paths, all your broken roads led you right back to them. You had to go through all of those things. So you're learning, I see why I had to suffer like this. One more bonus is sacred union. Honor and treasure your relationship, for it's truly sacred. Wow, you guys got 3 surprises. There may be 3 children. You do have 3. Oh my gosh, I just noticed that. 3, and then 3 oracles that were just bonus surprises. So the number 3 is very prominent for you here. It is the number of healing and growth and increase. So I expect you guys to be very happy in your marital outcome. And now my clock is chiming. Do you hear it? I don't know if it's set directly on the right time, but nonetheless, it's chiming. All right, pile number 2. Congratulations. Enjoy this reunification with someone that is very passionate and very attractive and very attracted to you. I'm glad you guys get to reunite. This is your best friend, and you're lucky because you get to marry what feels like your best friend. All right? Okay. So now we're going to dive into pile number 3. And look at that, 30 minutes and 30 seconds. All those 3 synchronicities. All right. Let's get in. So pile number 3, you have a cleanse in the reverse, followed by the Lover's card. Ooh, lucky, lucky. Followed by, you are super lucky, the Marriage card. I love it. This is a relationship that went through some divorce threats or some trials and tribulations, but they overcame it. So this is for a couple that you guys were supposed to have that break, but you didn't. They stayed committed to you. They're madly in love with you. You're madly in love with them. Relationships are really hard, and there are nothing but trials and tribulations for pile number 3. But it doesn't matter, because out of all your trials and tribulations, at the end of the day, you're still madly in love with one another, deeply committed to one another. Now, I'm not saying it's perfect. The snake is there. There may have been some drama. There may have even been third-party dramas with the snake, but it doesn't matter. I can never get over you. I can never get to a place where I don't want you. I always want you. I always need you. There's no way that I'm going to stop loving you. And that's really the power of the power of pile number 3 is I'll never stop loving you. Not now, not ever. You're the one for me, and I knew it the moment we met. I felt this deep connection, and I'm very committed to you. It's you, and it's always been you. So that's what I'm feeling here. Very, the Notebook, Noah and Allie over here. It's like I don't care who's come in between or how much space or how much time or how much drama. I'll always love you. And you know what? You end up being married to this person, probably for a very long time. And there is threats of divorce. There is threats of, I don't want to see you anymore. There are these breakup threats, but they never fully go to fruition because there's always this coming back. And it's always, I choose you. I'll choose you yesterday, today, and tomorrow. I'll always choose you. Okay? And this is a fated connection, soulmate bonds with the Lover's card. The next card you guys have is reciprocity. Look at that, very twin-like, right? It could be a twin flame journey over here on pile number 3. Look at that, 33 minutes. I want to have equal give and take. That's always trouble. But people can perfect it. People can work on it. But that's been the problem. It's like I want to receive as much as I give, and it's very hard to find that balance. So I feel temperance played a big part in pile number 3's marriage. Having to find the balance, and that's the lessons you give one another as soulmates or twin flames. The energy of giving and receiving, and a fair share. The other cards you have is divine timing. Oh, a serendipitous event. Everything you guys went through, all the trials and tribulations was all worth it, and it's all in divine timing. Spirit's like, why are you fretting? Why are you worried? My grandma used to have this little saying, don't fret, my pet. Don't fret. Don't fret. And the universe is telling you, don't fret. You may be scared because you have some rocky times or some tumultuous waters. You have that snake in the garden and you wish that snake wasn't in the garden. But Spirit says this, pile number 3. What's meant to be yours will always be yours. No one, nothing can never take away what is truly meant to be yours, including your partner, your marital spouse. And some bees may fly and flutter flower to flower, but they always know their way home. I got that from the couples retreat. And you know what? That might have something to do with this reading as well. Oh my gosh, I do want to share that. A lot of you have already seen Couples Retreat, but some of you haven't. But I do recommend it. It's a really good movie. It's got Vince Vaughn in it and some other really good actors. But there was this guy who was married to his wife for like, I don't know, like a decade or something, maybe more. And they were their first. And he loved her, never cheated on her, but she didn't want to be married to him anymore. She felt like the marriage was boring. They weren't in love. She wanted to spice things up in her life. She wanted to live a little bit. She got a divorce. It was stupid. She did. And then she went and tried out what else was out there. And she realized I was lucky where I had it. I had it good with him. I regret the divorce. I regret trying anybody else out, but those were the lessons she had to learn. He didn't ever want a divorce. He was heartbroken that she did that to him. And he ended up moving on with someone much younger just to make him feel better, just to make him feel loved. And it wasn't working out with her either. And he realized, both of them realized the grass is not greener on the other side. He realized being with someone, 15, 20 years younger than him was not working out. They didn't really have a lot in common, except sex, but they didn't really have a lot in common. They didn't have common goals, common desires. And the wife realized, doesn't matter how many hot guys you want to go home with that are adventurous or sexy or fun, they'll never give you that connection that your husband, her best friend gave her, her soulmate. No one will ever fill that void. She had to wake up on some crazy mornings full of regret. And they found each other again. She went looking for him and she found him. You guys have to watch the movie, but she found him and she was like, I'm sorry. I didn't know what I had in you. I didn't realize what I had in you when I had you. And I'm sorry for that. But I know now, and I know I love you, and I want to be committed to you, and I want you forever. I only hope that you can forgive me. And that might be the challenge in pile number 3, because we do have cleanse in the reverse, which is forgiveness, clearing the air, moving things through, healed, So there may be a challenge about forgiveness in infidelity or separation or whatever was going on. But if you guys can find forgiveness and understanding, then all in divine timing, this was all planned by the universe, all planned by your higher self. Your higher soul knows all about this plot and this twist in the plot. They know. And if you're able to do that with a little give and take, a little forgiveness can go a long way. You're going to receive much. Be in the energy and the vortex of receiving and reciprocity, because I really do believe this relationship can be long-term if you're able to let go of the issues of the past and trust that everything's happening for a reason. And it is divinely timed that you guys end up back together during this time. It was perfect timing. Okay? So anyways, pile number 3, Gemini's definitely here. Taurus is here. Even Aquarius, I feel. Okay? So I see a beautiful star coming out of the dark night. Beautiful, beautiful comeback. Congratulations on this soulmate or twin flame reunion. Remember, it's all in divine timing. Keep an open mind. Keep an open heart. We're not perfect. Reciprocity. We're not. We may be imperfect in different ways, but that doesn't matter. None of us are perfect. So let's go ahead and get the advice for this marital relationship for pile number 3. Holy Spirit, guide and direct me to the advice for pile number 3. Oh, you guys got friendship. Nurture the bonds of your friendship within your relationship, and your love life will dramatically improve. That's beautiful, guys. You're so lucky. Not only do you get your twin flame or your soulmate, you get your friend. That's beautiful. Bottom of the deck, and I'm going to talk about temperance again. Balance. Love is not always about agreeing for the sake of it. A great relationship is one that both supports but also challenges. And I think for pile number 3, you are being asked to embrace the challenge, because that was the whole point of this twin flame or soulmate connection. All right, guys. Well, this kind of concludes today's reading for the Divine Feminine. These are your predictions in marriage. I hope that you've enjoyed whatever pile you've picked. I hope it resonates for you. And oh, thank you, Angel, for the 55. Thank you so much. Happy belated birthday. I appreciate that. I'm going to tell her now. I really am. She's going to be so happy. She wanted to go get some things for her car, and she just realized she had to get her alignment fixed, and that took her out. She was like disappointed that she had to use her check to fix her car on her birthday, but things happen. At least it's getting fixed. She's going to be so happy she's got a little spending money. Thank you so much for that. She's a hard worker. She's my little Taurus, my little bull. She's been working so many hours. She even worked on her birthday. Anyways, I'm going to tell her. Thank you so much. Thank you all for your little donations, your comments, your love, your little mentions to her, your messages. She's going to hear about all of it. And just thank you so much. I appreciate you. And you guys are so generous. I love you so much. You mean the world to me. I would not be here with this channel if you guys weren't so great. I would have thrown in the towel a long time ago. So I'm so grateful for all of you. I love you very much. Remember, this is a journey, not a destination. So you guys just keep swimming. We are going to get into our private exclusive live. Let me just get over this birthday hump. And we're going to get into that and do candles and all of that. So I'm excited to do that. And I hope you're all a part of it. So thank you all for being new members on my website. If you want to join me and be a new member, please consider doing so. There's a lot of free gifts in being a new member. Okay. Well, I love you guys, and I'll see you later, maybe later this evening. Okay. I got to go finish decorating and get things ready for the party today, her birthday. I love you guys, and have a blessed, beautiful day. Sunvel, tell her we love her as much as we love you, Steph. Oh, thank you so much, son. You renewed your membership, Stephanie. Thank you so much, son. I'm so glad to have you back. I'm like, I cannot have members without Sun. She's my girl. Where's Sun? She's everything. You've been there since the beginning. I love you, Sun, so much. Thank you. All right. I love you guys. I'll see you later. Bye-bye. I can turn this camera off. My button's not turning off. Well, we're going to sit here for another second. My button, the clock is chiming, of course. All right. It's taking a moment to click off. That's okay. All right. All right. I love you guys. Come on. All right. I love you. Bye.